Hi, third graders. I hope you're having a great day. Make sure you're being good for your parents. Okay, I'm going to get started right away on Guided Class Practice 109A. Once again, that's Guided Class Practice 109A. Okay, draw a 3.5 inch line segment. Make it 9/16 of an inch longer. How long is it now? Well, to do that, I have to make sure my denominators are the same. I'm going to change 3.1/2 to 3.8/16. I'm adding 3.8/16 plus 9/16. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 16, my denominator stays the same. 8 plus 9 equals 17. I have 3 and 17/16. That's not a proper fraction. I have to change it over. I'm taking 16 away from my 17, so I'm going to change it over to 4 and 1/16. That means that my line should be 4 and 1/16 of an inch long. Go ahead and use your ruler and draw that out. Okay, question number 1. Each container can hold 32 cookies. How many cookies are needed to fill 18 containers? Okay, each container holds 32 cookies. How many cookies are needed to fill 18 containers? So we're trying to find a number of cookies here. I know that I'm going to be labeling with cookies. Okay. So every single one can hold 32. How many would it take to fill 18? Each is one of our keywords here. This is going to be a multiplication problem. So over in my workspace, I'm going to go ahead and have 32. That's how many one container can hold. And we're going to be filling up 18 containers. Okay, I'm going to do this multiplication problem. 2 times 8 equals 16. Write my 6 and my 1 to the top. 3 times 8 equals 24. Plus 1 is 25. Okay, I'm going to scribble out anything that I already added. I'm going to write my 0. I already used that 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and start my multiplication again. 2 times 1 equals 2. 3 times 1 equals 3. Now I need to add. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 2 plus 3 equals 5. That means that 32 times 18 equals 576. Let me go ahead and write my number sentence. 18 times the 32 cookies equals 576 cookies. Remember, I know that I'm labeling with cookies because it says how many cookies. My answer is 576 cookies. Okay, number 2. Oh, more with angles. We had some of these yesterday. If I remember from yesterday, 5 minutes on the clock was the same thing as 30 degrees for an angle. So I'm going to look here. Okay, I see a straight line here. A straight angle, I know, is 180 degrees, exactly half of a circle. Now, when I look here, oh, I see a right angle, that perfect L, it's just backwards here. Now I know that a right angle is 1/4 of a whole circle. That's exactly 90 degrees. Now, this one here, it's not a straight angle. It's not a right angle. I'm going to have to count the number of degrees. So I'm going to count 5. Every 5 minutes is 30 degrees. 30, 60, 90, 120. This must be 120 degrees for this angle here. Okay, moving on to number 3. Use the greatest common factor to simplify these fractions. So I have fractions here and we want to simplify them. We're using the greatest common factor to do this. That means that I need to know the factors of the numerator and the factors of the denominator. Find out which one that they have in common, that's the greatest. Divide by both. So factors of 14, what could I multiply together to get 14? I could do 1 and 14, or I could do 2 and 7. 18, what could I multiply together to get 18? I could do 1 and 18. I can do 2 and 9, or I could do 3 and 6. Ooh, ran out of room there. Okay, what do they have in common? They both have 1 in common. Ooh, they both have 2 in common, and that's it. So which one's the greatest or the largest? 2. So I'm using 2, which is the greatest common factor. So I'm going to divide the top by 2, divide the bottom by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I simplified 14 18ths to 7 ninths. These are equivalent or equal fractions. Now I'm going to come over to 18 over 30. What are my factors of 18? Oh, we wrote them down at the bottom there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. What are my factors of 30? I know 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. So what do they have in common? Well, they both have 1 in common. They both have 2 in common. They both have 6 in common. The greatest one is 6, so I'm going to be dividing by 6. 18 divided by 6, 30 divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 30 divided by 6 is 5. That means that 18 over 30 is the same thing as 3/5. We simplified that fraction. One more to do today. We have 14 over 21. The factors of 14. 1, 2, 7, and 14. The factors of 21. 1, 21, 3, 7. They both have 1 in common. They both have 7 in common. So I have to divide the top and divide the bottom, both by 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 21 divided by 7 is 3. That means that 14 over 21 is the same thing as 2/3. So remember, we are using the greatest common factors to simplify those fractions.